Tonight, um, this presentation is brought to you by the Too Smart University. So the two stands for two companies working together to help you achieve personal financial success. And the SMART stands for saving money always require training. And we're all familiar with the term university. We like to take an educational approach to finances. So tonight, we're going to focus on one company in particular, and that is myEcon. This is the cash flow success company. So let's go to school and get what we missed. So the company itself, sorry about that. So the company itself, it focuses on generating unlimited cash flow using financial strategies and business building. So we've generated over $600 million. And this is a collection of all the associates that are a part of this business. So all the associates, we've gotten a piece of that 600 million, and any new person on the call tonight, I'm going to show you how you can get a piece of it as well. The company is 19 years old. It is debt free. This is very important. The founders put up their own money. They didn't have to borrow money from anyone. It is technology driven, and it's based out of Atlanta, Georgia. It is also A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So this is, legit information that we're going over tonight, you guys. And this information could truly change your life. So when we talk about more cash flow, it's essential for financial success. And so when you think about it, it's essential for your lifestyle. There's few things in life that don't require some sort of money. Wherever you live, you may have to pay a mortgage, you may have to pay your rent, the car you drive, you got to pay for that vehicle, you got to pay to put gas in that vehicle, you got to pay to get food. So you're going to need money in everyday life. So it's essential for your lifestyle to have more cash flow. When it comes to investing, it's essential. The more money that you have, the more money you can invest. And so that way your money can make you more money. But still, you got to have the money to invest, and it would benefit you to have more cash flow. Debt elimination. If you are in debt, you probably do not have the money to pay off your debts. So it's essential to get more cash flow so that way you can eliminate that debt. Then last but not least, charitable giving. But you got to have something to give. And so, it's essential to have more money to be able to give. And giving is a great feeling. So as you can see with all these examples, it's essential to have more cash flow, and you don't have to feel bad about wanting more cash flow. When you think about it, everybody wants it. If you're talking about individuals, if you're talking about companies, nonprofit organizations, governments, everybody wants more cash flow. So we show you how to get this cash flow with our financial strategies and by business building. So when we talk about the financial strategies, the first one is the quick cash flow increase. So we call this the W-4 strategy. So for anybody that has a job, and I don't know if your W-4 was digital or if it was like a paper version, but it's that form where you usually have to put the zeros or put the ones, and most people don't know, what they're filling out. The IRS says that 80% of the population have too much money withheld from their paycheck. So whenever you look at your paycheck, you're seeing all these things getting paid before you do, you getting what's left over. People are not properly filling out their W-4 form right, and they're getting too much money taken out of their paycheck. So we show people how to properly fill out their form, bring money back into that household, and now with that extra money, you can be eliminating debt, or you can be investing, or you can do both simultaneously. Two, we show people how to minimize taxes and why it's important to have a business. So as we talk through this presentation, you're going to see how beneficial it is to have a business and how you can be writing off your lifestyle. We also have a build great credit strategy. So for anybody looking to improve their credit, you're in the right place. We have a do-it-yourself system. Also, we have a debt elimination strategy. For anybody looking to get out of debt, we have softwares where you can input your debt, input the interest rates, input the amount you're having to pay. It's going to come up with a plan just for you, just so you'll know how long it's going to take you to get out of debt, how much money you're going to need to be able to pay off your debt. So that way you have a plan to be able to knock out all of that debt. And then last but not least, you're going to learn how to invest like the pros. The great thing about being on the call tonight, there are licensed professionals on the call. that can help you with investing. So not only can they educate you on the different investments, you can get started and get the right investment for you, so to help you grow your money over time. And if you are interested in those services, you can contact the Let Us See Financial Group. This is 336-275-4203. So I want to leave you with a quote from Jack MyEcon. He is the executive chairman of Alibaba Group, and his net worth is $37.2 billion. So he probably knows what he's talking about. But he says if you put bananas and money in front of monkeys, they will choose bananas because they do not know that money can buy more bananas. In reality, if you offer job and business to people, they would choose job because most people do not know that business can bring more money than salaries. Profit is better than salaries because salaries can make you a living, but profits can make you a fortune. So that's definitely something to think about. And being in business, you can make as much money as you want to make. So, this is something to think about. When we talk about business building is one of the fastest ways to grow your income. Business builders get hundreds of tax deductions that employees do not get. And it's 2/3 of all millionaires are business builders. So that's why it's essential to have a business. And the biggest thing is ownership. It's also the key to leaving an inheritance. So if you have any kids or plan to have any kids or you have any grandkids, this is a way that you can leave something behind for the people coming after you. That way they don't have to start from ground zero and have to figure everything out all by themselves. They can already have a head start and know the right way. We also have a great product, and the biggest word out right now and for a while now is travel. This is the most searched word on the internet. Travel is a $7 trillion industry. I mean, every time I look on my timelines, I'm looking at my friends, my family, somebody is traveling somewhere. Even during a pandemic, even when people were getting sick and passing away, I still saw people traveling. So we have the Zingo Travel. So Zingo Travel, this is a great website to use to get up to 70% savings on travel. You get up to 110% cash back, best price guarantee. You get generous reward credits. You get over 1 million hotels and resorts. You get over 50 rental car companies, over 15,000 cruises, 300,000 luxury homes and villas, flights all over the world, excursions, activities, and more. So this is a great software to use, you guys. This is definitely something I use every time I go to book a trip. And 9 times out of 10, when you're comparing them to sites like Priceline, Expedia, Booking.com, different things, 9 times out of 10, Zingo Travel beat all of those prices. So this is a great product for anybody looking to travel. You can get it at a huge discount. We also have another great product called the ID Defender. And this is great because it helps protect your identity. We have an online business, so it just makes sense to protect your identity online. So as you can see on the left, it proactively defend your identity with award-winning computer protection software. It's able to detect and halt fraud by detecting suspicious activity. Also, it has the ability to restore your information, if you were to get compromised, and get you back to pre-theft status. So this is a cutting edge identity protection. It has $1 million of identity theft insurance. So if you were to get compromised, it's going to back you up to $1 million in damages. World-class internet surveillance monitoring and alerts, computer detection software, professional legal services with super discounts, and you get 9 free services to include with legal consultations, wills, and more. So if you have any issues and you need to talk to a lawyer, it's like having a lawyer on retainer. You can talk to them for free or at a discount depending on what you need. And you guys, this is a great product, great service for you to have. And another thing about it, it helps you drive traffic to your website. With us having an online business is important. You must make an attempt to make a profit. And this is a product that everybody needs. Another big word we're going to talk about tonight, credit. So anybody looking to improve their credit tonight, you are in the right place. Today's improved credit scores are needed by most Americans, and many have credit report errors needing a dispute process. And this credit repair industry is a $3.4 billion industry. So there's many people out there looking to improve their credit. Everyday companies such as potential employers, bankers, lenders, and insurance companies are making life-changing decisions about you based on your credit score. So we're going to look how we can improve that tonight. Excuse me. So when you get into the My Credit system, the duration of the videos are about 24 minutes. And like I said, it's a do-it-yourself system. You're going to learn how to personally fix your own credit. Cash is king was once a powerful statement, but in today's digital world, credit runs the kingdom. Even if you have a great career and boatloads of cash, you'll still need a good credit score. So the first thing we show people how to do is pull your credit report. You can accomplish this by going to annualcreditreport.com, or you can go to myFICO.com. Step two, we're going to show you how to freeze the secondary bureaus. And this is very important because once you freeze the secondary bureaus, the main bureaus such as Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they cannot go to these secondary bureaus to verify any kind of information while you're in this credit building process. So to accomplish this, you can go to Advanced Resolution Services Incorporated, or you can go to Innovis Consumer Assistance. Step three, you want to check for errors on your credit report. The Fair Credit Reporting Act states that any information that is listed on your credit report that is inaccurate, outdated, or unverifiable must be removed from your credit file. So this is very important. Just because it's on your credit report doesn't mean it's supposed to be there. So if there's any kind of errors on there, you can get those items removed. Step four, you can start the dispute process. And we make the dispute process simple for you. We have a template that you can fill out. You just put in all your information, your name, address, city, state, zip, your phone number, enter in your date of birth, your social security number, and then you select the letter that you need to use. And, depending on where you are in this process will determine which letter you select. You may need the credit inquiry dispute letter, you may need the goodwill letter, or you may need the how to remove medical collections letter. Whatever letter you need at that time, that's the one that you would select. You would also select the credit bureau that you need to send it to, and then provide the creditor names and account numbers. After you get through this process, you're going to go to step 5, credit utilization. So credit utilization counts for 30% of your credit score. And so this is, very important. Whatever credit line that you have, you want to stay under 30% of that amount. And then to get the best scores, you want to stay under 10% of whatever your credit line is to achieve the best scores. Also for step 6, if you want to build your credit, there's great programs out there. There's credit loan builder programs such as Self and Credit Strong if you're looking to improve your credit. Also, there's secure credit cards. So you can go to Self Visa, Chime Secure, Open Sky, or First Progress to accomplish this and build your credit. And then after you've done all these things, congratulations, you got that 750 to 850 credit score. And one thing to keep in mind while going through this process, these things won't happen overnight. So you want to give it up to about 6 months or more to manifest. So just don't assume that as soon as you get into the system, it's going to happen the next day. It's still going to take some time for everything to be in place. But like I said, give your effort 6 months or more to manifest, and you'll achieve that 750 to 850 credit score. So now we're going to talk more about business building. So when it comes to business income, you can earn business income by enrolling people into our memberships, our products, and our services. The great thing is we have success stories and testimonies from people all across the country, from all different walks of life, how they're able to use the system and how it's been able to benefit them. And we also have the automated technology. And so a great thing about being in this business as well, the VP of marketing does a training every week on marketing your business online and using the automated marketing system. And it's live, so you can ask questions in the chat, and he'll respond to any questions that you may have. And like I said, we do have automated technology and tools that you can have at your disposal as well. And you use, excuse me, and you can use these things to market your business and build your business. Let's see. So next thing we want to talk about is potential business deductions. And I want people to realize everything that I'm about to go over on this slide are things that you're probably already spending money on. So the first thing, home and rent. If you are renting or you're paying a mortgage and you're working out the comfort of your own home, a portion of that rent or mortgage can now be written off on your taxes. And so for this particular example, we're able to write off $1,300 in utilities. If you have a vehicle and you're driving that vehicle, maybe you drive it to go get something to eat. Maybe you drive it to go to events, drive it to go to work, drive it to get gas. If you drive that vehicle and you conduct business, you can now write off the mileage that you drove. And so let's just say you drove 10,000 business miles in a year. The IRS says you can write off 67 cents per mile. So that's $6,700 that you're able to write off at the end of the year. Next, communications. Think about it. We're all on a Zoom call tonight. We're either on a laptop, either on the phone, a tablet. We're having to use internet. And so if you're running your business out the comfort of your own home and you having to use your phone, having to use the internet, you can now potentially write off the devices that you have to pay for, and you can write off the internet that you're having to use to run your business. So for this particular example, you're able to write off $2,000 in communications. Next, travel. So in the previous slide, I've already talked about how you can get travel at a discount. However, being in business for yourself, whenever you take these trips and you have all these expenses like the plane ticket, the train ticket, the bus ticket, parking fees, tolls, cabs, Ubers, Lyfts, if you travel and conduct business, you can now write the trip off. So instead of planning a vacation, you plan a business trip and then you vacate while you're there. You do everything you wanted to do on vacation, but now that you're in business for yourself, you can write these things off. So for travel, we're able to write off $5,000 in a year for this particular example. Business meals for anybody that likes to eat, want to go to nicer restaurants. If you go out to eat and you conduct business while you eat, you can now write off 50% of that meal and you get to write off 100% of the tip. So, if you're a nice tipper, you can write that off 100%, and the meal itself, you're writing half of the meal off. So the government will pay for half of your meal if you are conducting business. So for this particular example, you're able to write off $5,000 in business meals. And then last but not least, wages. For anybody on the call that has children or maybe even have grandchildren, I don't know if you currently give them an allowance. I didn't get one growing up. I was just allowed to stay at the house, allowed to eat the food in the cabinets or in the refrigerator. So I don't know if anybody else, are giving an allowance, but you don't have to give an allowance. You can actually pay that child or that grandchild. So the IRS says you can pay each child up to $14,600 per child for domestic work. So if they're making up the bed, if they're cleaning up the house, if they're washing dishes, mowing the lawn, doing things that they do, you can actually pay them. For this particular example, we had 2 children and we paid each child $10,000 each. So as you can see, these are things that we're already spending money on, but this is how we can save a lot of money. So just to show you what this can look like if an individual is making $60,000 per year, if you got $40,000 worth of tax deductions, you subtract the 40,000 from the 60,000, and now you're only having to pay taxes on $20,000 as opposed to having to pay taxes on the whole 60,000. So this is how you can save a lot of money. And to make it even better for you, we have the cash flow manager. See, the cash flow manager can be used for business and it can be used for personal use. You can have this software on your smartphone, on a tablet, on a computer. You have the ability to enter in your income and expenses, and it also has a receipt capture. So whenever you have these nice business meals, you can take a picture of the receipt and upload it into the software. As you can see in the top left, you just fill in the information, pretty much select the expense type, you put that, whatever date it is, you put that, you put the amount the meal was, who was there eating the meal, what was it, where was it, and then you have the ability to enter in additional notes. As you can see in the bottom part of that, there's mileage. So you'll put in what the odometer reading says, and then however many miles that you drove for business, you can put that in the business mile section. And so as you're inputting all of these different expenses all throughout the year, as you can see, everything can be categorized for you. You have your advertising fee, your cash flow manager monthly fee, commissions, and the list goes on. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, we were able to write out $40,123 at the end of the year, you guys. So the key to deductions is proper documentation. So that's why we have this cash flow manager. And the great thing about this, it is included with your membership. And so last but not least, I don't know if anybody is excited about making money, but we have the world-class compensation plan. You get 100% upfront payouts, you get overrides, and you get monthly residual income. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with residual income, but this is doing a job one time and continuously getting paid for it. So just to give you an example of a residual bill, cable. How often did they have to install cable into your home? One time, right? But how often do you have to send them a check? Every month. So if it's good enough for the cable company, just ask, is it good enough for you? You know, continuously get paid for doing the job one time. So as you can see, you can get paid up to $40 on new enrollees. So anybody you introduce this business to, they want to get involved, $40 in your pocket. And you get paid up to $13 in monthly residual income on active team members. So you can have as many members on your team as you like, and then you get up to $13 on each active team member coming in every month. So what this can look like, if you have weekly team sales of 10 people, your weekly pay at that point would be $250. Your yearly sales will be $500, and your monthly residual at that point is $6,500 coming in every month. Just think about what an extra $6,500 can do for you. Some people may say, you know, that's not enough for me, you know, so maybe you and your team, you got weekly team sales of 50 people. Your weekly pay at that point is $1,250. Your yearly sales is $2,500, and then your monthly residual at that point is $32,500 every month, you guys, and that's just in residual. Also, you can also get paid on our wonderful products as well. So, you know, we have cutting edge products and services. So the ID Defender, if you were to sell that product, you'll get 70% on the personal retail sales. And then if you have a team member to sell this product, you'll get 15% of what the team member does. So for example, this is $10.95. The cash value on that is $5. If I were to personally sell the ID Defender, I would get 70% of that $5. So I'll get $350. And then if a team member were to sell this product, you'll get 15% of that $5, which is 75 cents. Same thing works with a travel membership. Each product is going to have their own separate price and their own separate cash value, but the percentages work the same. The travel membership is $139.95. The cash value on that is $60. So you're going to get 70% of that $60 if you were to personally sell that product. So you're going to get $42. If you have a team member sell that product, you're going to get 15% of that. And depending on which membership that individual buy, you can get either $20 or you'll get $4.20, depending on if they pay for the whole membership for the whole year or if they choose to pay for it monthly. So in conclusion, if you were to get started tonight, you can get the Financial Success Membership with the income shifting strategies. These include the quick cash flow strategy, the minimized taxes system, the build great credit system, the get out of debt system, and the invest like the pro strategy. Also the business system and the automated marketing system. Now, this is usually a value of $99.95, but currently tonight, for anybody that wants to get involved, you can get involved for $39.95 as an initial investment, $39.95, 30 days later to keep your site up and active. If you also wanted the Zingo Travel, you'll get everything that is included in the Financial Success Membership, but you just add an extra $11 to that $39.95 that you'll be paying monthly. And so that'll total out to $50.95 each month. And if you wanted to have the Zingo Travel, so you can get all the wonderful discounts. So you can go either way. And if a person feels like they just want to go with the financial success membership as of right now and want to upgrade later, you always have the option to upgrade if you choose to do so. And the great thing about each investment is once you make that investment, you are now considered a business owner. So that investment that you make, that's a tax write-off. You get to write that off at the end of the year. Every 30 days when you make your investments to keep your site up and active, you get to write that price off as well. So the government will pay for you to have a business. The last thing I want to leave you with, price is only an issue in the absence of value. Let's just think about everything we went over tonight and how it can be valuable in your life. So again, the Too Smart University left side, that's a LLC Financial Group. This is a group of licensed professionals that can help you with income protection, cash flow management, annuities, asset protection, legal protection, debt management, and insurance products. So if you're interested in any of those things, you can get in contact with the Legacy Financial Group. And then on the right is myEcon. That's the company we went over tonight. And you see down below, there's a list of other companies we work with as well. But that concludes my presentation for tonight. Now I'll open the door up for any questions, any comments. Any new person that's on the call for the first time, we would like to hear who invited you and what part of the presentation you like best.